We got some new baby chicks. This is the Ornamental layer collection from Murry McMurry Hatchery. I ordered these chicks February of 2022, and they're just now arriving due to all of the chicken issues that went on last year. Unfortunately, we did lose a couple in transit, but they're really good at replacing any lost birds. Welcome to supersfarm. It's 11 p.m. and this has been a rough day for the chicks. I've lost a total of 5 chicks today. If it was a temperature issue or if just those chicks were just already dehydrated and weak, I don't know. So I'm down to 11 chicks now. There's 2 hanging out right here in the heat lamp. There's 2 that just came out. I think they're getting some food and water. So the majority are underneath the heat plate. I put the thermometer in here. The temperature in here is 79 right now. 68 is the temperature outside. It's raining, and I'm praying that we don't lose power to this shed tonight. That's all I can really do at this point. I do have a small power bank. Worst case scenario. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night for now. Unless the power does go out, then I'll have to come back down here and figure something out. I hope these guys make it through the night. I really don't want to leave, but I definitely can't sleep in this shed. So it is morning time. It looks like all 11 chicks made it. The temperature is at 73 ambient, but under the heat plate it's 118. And I still have this lamp on. I kept these both on overnight. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out, 8 out. Oh, there's a little puffball right there, sleeping. So a couple are under the heat plate. I really would sit here all day and watch these guys, just watch them. They're so stinking cute, but I have so much work to do. There's another little puffball sleeping over there. The chirping is quieted down. I hope she's asleep right here. Wait a minute, let me get her on camera right here. I see her little head moving. Okay. There she is. Here's an update. It's about midday of day 2, and I lost another bird. So we're down to 10 now. That makes 6 that have not survived. It's super sad. I'm watching this one right here, right there. She's not looking too good. I brought her over here to get some water. She took a couple drinks. She stood up by herself and took a couple drinks. And then she went back over there to that corner. And her sisters are just trampling all over her. And she's just sitting there. I don't know what to do for her. They are going underneath the heat plate. The ones that are active and moving around, they are active and moving around, eating and drinking and going underneath the heat plate and pecking at everything. A couple of them even get on top of the heat plate and jump back off. But I don't know what to say. The ones that are doing good are doing great. And the ones that don't, they go down really quickly. And that's that. That's really sad to watch. I don't want to take her out and put her with the ones that haven't made it because she's, she's still alive. But I just don't think she's gonna make it. I raised the temperature on the heat plate and I noticed they're staying under there a little more. I raised the temperature and I lifted the heat plate just by one of the little notches. And more are under there. Those two little cotton balls is what I was calling them. They didn't make it. Alright, here's a midday check-in. The birds are quiet. Now, they made a little noise when they heard me, but I realized that when they're comfortable, they don't tweet, which I didn't know. But they're all under that heat plate now, except for these two that just came out to eat. So this is encouraging, unless I lift that up and have a massacre under there. But I think they're doing good. So I raised the lamp up because they're all under the heat plate. I have the heat plate set at 110, but I don't think the temperature under there is 110. I put the little thermometer in here. And you can see the temperature is still at 89. No, 90, sorry. 89 is outdoor. 90 is down here, which I think is their ideal temperature, between 95 and 100. So I think they are finally able to rest and settle in. Alright, this is the morning of day 4, and all of the chicks survived the night. I was concerned about the 3 that I had to clean off the pasty butt. When I brought them back, I had to take them to the house and clean off their bottoms. And then when I brought them back to the house, to the shed, they were just kind of tired and, didn't really integrate back to the flock. They just kind of stayed by themselves. But then slowly they started eating and drinking. And when I saw that, I felt a little bit more comfortable to go ahead and, call it a night. So I have 10 chicks I did get the, how many did I get? Four from Tractor Supply, which were two of them were the ones with the really bad pasty butt from Tractor Supply. I'm glad I got them because they probably would not have been taken care of in that situation. In this portion of the video, I'm going to do a voiceover because I could not find the original footage of those 3 chicks that had pasty butt. This chick seemingly got pasty butt overnight, and it makes sense because this happens when the chicks are stressed out, okay? So what happens is when they normally release, the poo would fall down and they can continue to have bowel movements. But in this case of pasty butt, what happens is it comes and it sticks to their vent and to their feathers, and it causes them to be compacted. And they can actually die from this because they're unable to pass that fecal matter. So when you notice that your chicks may have pasty butt, it's something that you really want to take care of immediately. So I brought this little one down to the house so I could get this pasty butt off of her. I'm using lukewarm water. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. The chick is already uncomfortable. I don't want to add to that discomfort. You will notice if you have chicks with this, their vent will be very irritated, protruding, and just very uncomfortable for them. So I allow the water to do the majority of the work. The water is going to loosen up the poo. You can see I'm taking it off in little chunks at a time, just taking my time. It's a very delicate procedure to make sure that I don't further irritate, like I said, or make the situation worse for the chick. Chicks at this age still need help regulating their temperature, so I try to clear this pasty butt as quick as I can. I'm showing you here that I got the poo off, but the vent is still very much irritated, and she is quite unhappy. So I'm just drying her off. I'm going to hold her close to me to try to get her warm and get her back under the warming plate. Alright guys, this little one just had an ordeal. She just kind of wore out a little bit. Trying to show you her. When I talked to the nursery, I don't know why they're getting pasty butt. They're just highly stressed. They're highly stressed. And it's a situation. So here are all the chickies. I think they're definitely warming up because they're not under that heat plate. They're more so in the lamp. So, alrighty. So I just got in. I had to go to work today, and I see a chick didn't make it there. It's just so discouraging. So I did call the nursery this morning and explain to them that I had lost so many birds. This makes number 11. And I really don't get it. I really don't get it. She asked me, did I want replacement birds or did I want my money back? And I asked for replacement birds. Look, that one is listening to me. This one at the top right. Oh, sorry, right. Oh, she went under the little warming plate. But I asked for replacement birds because I want the birds. I ordered the birds because I want the birds. She stated that the fancy breed bird is a little bit more fragile, And she stated that once they lose their heat, that they basically won't survive if they ever get too cold. They can never regain that heat back. I just don't get it. I'm kind of thinking if I should have just asked for my money back, because I'm a softie, and this kind of stuff, it just sometimes it just seems so unnecessary.